Post time. And the runners about to make their way out onto the course. Last chance for any bets. Flags are up. And the field of 7 making their way in. They're off for the RacingUK.com handicap hurdle. Challenger 2-mile hurdle series contest here. And early on it is Beano and Golden Jeffrey, the two confirmed pace setters, racing on ahead of Desert Island Dusk in third. Ravens Tower is in fourth, and then follows Cornborough from the grey vendor, and last of all Melody of Scotland as they come to flight at number 1. Beano was over it ahead, all safely across it. Cornborough on landing shifted left-handed as they now race on towards number 2, and it is Beano up and over by a length. And at the back end of the field there was a bad mistake made there by Melody of Scotland, the filly. She didn't get anywhere near high enough and appeared to snatch at the hurdle somewhat. Coming now to the third. Beano over it fluently. To in second place Golden Jeffrey, the green sleeves and cap, the market leader. Then a further 1.5 lengths back to find Desert Island Dusk, up past the stands with a further circuit in front of them. Ravens Tower, who wasn't beaten far here a month ago, is lying in fourth. A further half length back to Cornborough, and then 3 away to the grey vendor, who races together with Melody of Scotland at the back end of the field. So out they go towards the far side, and the race appears to be a fairly truly run here, and a good 10 lengths, maybe even 12 between first and last. It is Beano and Colin McCormack showing out in front to Golden Jeffrey and Desert Island Dusk, who are racing in second and third. 2 lengths away then to Ravens Tower and to Danny McMenamin in the black and red colours in fourth. Cornborough follows in black and pink, and then Vendor and Melody of Scotland, and a double seeking Aidan Coleman in last place. First start today, that one for trainer Ben Haslam. All over the next hurdle safely. Ravens Tower perhaps not quite as fluent as 1 or 2 of the others, and Danny McMenamin just crouched a little lower in the saddle for a stride or 2. Passing halfway and on towards the 5th of the 9 flights. Beano by a length over Golden Jeffrey. Beano, Golden Jeffrey, Desert Island Dusk at Cornborough, Ravens Tower, and then a 5-length break back to Melody of Scotland and Vendor at the tail. Heading on now towards the 4th from home. This is the last in the back. Beano over it ahead to Golden Jeffrey, with Desert Island Dusk up towards the outside, running well at the moment under Dale Irving. Cornborough is next, and then Ravens Tower, and further 3 or 4 lengths back to Melody of Scotland, as very shortly they'll be turning out of the back straight. After Melody of Scotland, there's then a 5 or 6 length gap back to Vendor in at last. So they're galloping back towards the home straight, and now running parallel with the motorway, and Beano now joined by Desert Island Dusk up at the head of affairs. Golden Jeffrey has had a nice toe into the race, is now coming around the outside of the leading duo. Ravens Tower forced 4 off the fence, with Cornborough also attempting to join in as they now start the runoff down the home straight, and we nearly have a 5-way line. Desert Island Dusk there just lent in slightly on Cornborough and a tiring Beano. Here's Ravens Tower towards the outside with Golden Jeffrey, and the other 2 a long way back. Here's the third last. Cornborough has jumped to the front. Cornborough goes on now from Desert Island Dusk and Ravens Tower. Golden Jeffrey now in 4th, and Beano back to 5th as Cornborough makes the best of his way home and jumps over 2 out purposefully. Second place, well, quite close at the moment, Ravens Tower and Desert Island Dusk, as they now make the run in between the last 2 hurdles, and it is Cornborough looking to improve on his 3rd placing in this race 2 years ago. Doesn't exactly get the last right, didn't really land running, but comes away from the hurdle with a 2 or 3 length lead over Ravens Tower. Desert Island Dusk and Golden Jeffrey out wide. Cornborough driven out into the closing stages, only 75 yards left to last home, and he'll do it. A double on the day for Henry Brook. Cornborough wins well. It's probably just Golden Jeffrey this side for second, and very close for third, Ravens Tower and Desert Island Dusk. Those 4 clear.